Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead, y'all. I'm glad you're back, and if this is your first time to our channel, I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm going to bring you with me while I make some pickles. We done made one batch of the hot and spicy pickles, and my video, like I told you in the last video, that my mic went dead and it was a mess. I have the air on over here and it's really loud, so I feel like I need this mic so you all can hear me. But I'm just going to take you through this one because I'm making another batch of pickles. Now, last night before we went to bed, we cut these cucumbers into spears, okay? There's all different sizes. Because, you know, you take what you get out of the garden when you get it. So, and I've got a mess going on in here because I got an ice maker I'm putting together over here on this side. And so I've got things stacked up everywhere, and I got flour everywhere because I had to go to the store this morning. But anyway, we put this on ice last night in lime water. It was a cup of lime water to 2 gallons of water. But just go buy your lime box. I wasn't quite ready for this, but anyways, I just buy this Mrs. Wage's pickling lime. You can get it offline. You can get different brands, whatever you want to use. I just get this because it's at the store and it's quick. And I just go by the directions on the back, except for I do whole pickles, and they don't recommend that, but I do whole pickles. And then I bought some of this for this batch. I'm not doing hot and spicy because I don't care for the hot and spicy. Tim does. So I put that in that lime water last night. Tim and I did with ice. I put it in the refrigerator, kept it cold all night. They're going to be crispy. They're hard. They're hard. That lime takes the moisture out of them, and they're hard. They're going to be good. So it's been about 12 hours, and well, yeah, it's been about 12 hours because this evening it'll be 24 hours. And it says you can leave them in there 12 to 24. Well, I got things to do, so we're doing 12, right? And I'm putting this, I rinsed them. It says rinse them 3 times. I just rinsed each one real good and put it back in water. Come on in, my grandson's here. And I put them back in water, and I put ice back on them, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for 3 hours, and then I'm going to bring them out, and we're going to start canning them. So, and like I said, you can make up your own recipe, or you can buy these packets. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to get off here, let this set for 3 hours, finish my ice maker, and then I'm going to talk to my grandson for a little bit, and I'll get back with you. So don't go nowhere. All right, y'all. I'm just waiting for my jars to get done sterilizing because, let me grab a chair. Tell you what, I'm tired. My feet's tired. My legs are tired. I'm just waiting for those to get sterilized. Now, I think I've told you before that I sterilize when I'm going to water bath. When I'm canning something, pressure canning something, I don't sterilize it because they say that you don't have to do that anymore, so I don't do it. It gets such under high pressure, you know, that it's going to kill whatever's in there. So, and I'm waiting for this stuff. I bought these kind of pickles this time. They're Polish dill pickles. And we've had them before. They're pretty good. So you didn't have to put any sugar in these, and that's why I got them. It just calls for 9 to 11 pounds of pickling cucumbers, which some of my pickling cucumbers got too big. You've seen some of them spears are like this. A good pickling cucumber, you shouldn't go probably over 4 to 5 inches tall, okay? It's like I'm sitting really low to the camera. But anyway, and then it takes 3 2/3 cup of distilled vinegar, 7 cups of water, and this packet. And right before you pack them, you bring this to a boil, then shut it off and get it off the stove. So you're going to put your jars. That's going to be your brine for your pickles, okay? And like I told you, those pickles, I think they're going to be good and crisp. I usually always put them in lime, and usually when I don't put them in lime, they don't do well. Now I've also got, I don't know where it's at. Yeah, here it is. Pickle crisp. Now, a lot of times I'll buy I think it's Ball, maybe Mrs. Wage's. I don't know. Maybe both of them sell it. I'm not sure. But again, it's at the store and it's easy to get to. But this time I bought it from I bought this last year, and it doesn't go bad until 27, I think, is where I read it somewhere. And um, this helps your pickles stay crisp too. So I've used it a time or two. So I may put that in there too. But I like crispy pickles. I don't like to open up a jar of pickles and they're soft. I don't like it. I've done it and we've ate them, but so they don't go to waste. But I'd rather they be crisp. So that's the reason for me putting them in the lime water, because I think that really helps. This is okay, but I've used this without putting them in the lime water, and it's just not enough. It's just not enough to make them crispy. So I always do the lime water. It's a little bit bigger process, longer process, but it's worth it if you like crispy pickles. Okay? So as soon as this gets done, I got to run over the house for a minute. As soon as this gets done, I'll bring you back. Okay? The jars sterilizing, and then we'll finish this too. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I've got these out of the thing. I think they're cooling off really quick. Trying to bring this to a boil so I can get it off the stove. I took the pickles out. They're still hard. That is just wonderful. Now I'm going to pick the best ones out of all these to put in my jar. They're so cold, and I'm putting them in these hot jars. I don't like that, but that's how it is. Yeah, I'm going to pick out the best ones, best looking ones, and then we'll deal with the ones that's got the spots and stuff on them here in a minute. If we have to. I might have made too many. I might have too many pickles for my brine. We'll get these big ones going in down here. Now these, you only have to leave a 1/2 inch head space. So that's a good thing. That's got a spot. And then you're just going to pack your jars. Try to pack them a little bit tight. There's a big long one. He went in there though. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to get in there. But you get the gist of it. You just pack these as tight as you can without, mutilating them. That's about all I think I'm going to get in that one. Now I'm going to go through these real quick and get them packed, and I'll be right back. Before I forget again, I forgot to tell you what this was. I bought this from Hoosier Farm. Hoosier Hill Farm. And I buy a lot of their stuff. Their powdered butter, their powdered cream, a lot of powdered stuff I put on my shelf. And you reconstitute with water. The butter's really good. It tastes like butter too. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I got all my jars packed. And now I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on just a minute. I like using this. I make a little bit of a mess doing it, y'all, but it's just faster. So stir that up real good. Reach in there and grab you some of that brine, and this is what we're going to fill these up with. I hope I have enough. I really hope I have enough brine. If not, I'll just have to make some. It won't be the same kind. Whew. And then you just fill your jars up. Half inch from the top. And I like to kind of go fast on this one because this part of it, because we got to boil these for, no, I'm not going to have enough. Whew. We got to boil them for 15 minutes. Hey, I might. I think I am, maybe. I think I'm going to have enough. And I didn't even have it down here where you could see all that. Nothing major. I'm just filling jars. I'm just about, let's put a little more in here. Got to go You cover them a half inch from the top. Okay, I think most of them are. Just about got it. Now a lot of my seasoning is in the bottom of that, and I kind of want it, so. All right, see all that goodie in there? I want that in my pickles. All right, now that's done. We're going to go ahead and debubble these, y'all. This is the part I don't like with these kind of pickles, because you get them in there so tight, but you really do need to get the air out of there. One comes out, poke him back down in there. And some bubbles though. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this in there. 1/4 of a teaspoon per quart. This, like I said, it's just going to help a little. But I think that lime, that works the best for me. So this is optional, okay? And you can put it in before you start, or you can put it in after. It really doesn't matter. Let me grab a paper towel. And then put my vinegar up. I didn't put an apron on. I've been so busy today. I had to do some running, and I had to come back here. I got to make sweetbreads after this. Okay. I had to put my lids in the hot water. Now, I'm going to get these lids out of here. And I'm going to put my lids on. Now, you all watched me. I debubbled, and then I wiped off the rims of the jars, and now I'm putting the lids on. You guys, I have always used ball lids. Let me get you up here where I can talk to you. I have always, since I've been canning, used ball lids. And when COVID came, you couldn't get a hold of them. You couldn't, if you did find them, they were so expensive. And then I thought I was doing a good thing and getting them offline, and I bought a bunch of them, but they were like $100. I paid for, I don't know, 100, 200 lids, maybe 200 lids. And they were not ball lids. They scammed me. So that made me mad. You know, it just hurt my feelings. And then these 4-jar lids come out later on down the road, and I really like them. There is a difference from the ball. I feel like the ball lids, they have a really, when you unseal them, they pop. They're loud. I feel like these aren't. And so if you use these, let me know if yours do the same thing. They don't have, I mean, they're sealed, but they don't have that real big suction like the ball lids do. Or that's what I think. And maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe it's just me. But if you have that same issue, let me know. Finger tight with the rims. Finger tight. My ice machine's working. I'm not thrilled with it. I'll show it to you here in a minute. I need something a little bit bigger than that, but it'll be fine for now. But anyway, I like these lids, and they're reasonably priced, and they stay sealed. I don't have as many unseal or have as many false seals as I did with the ball. Then, you know, It seems like. So each one has their pros and cons, and you just have to pick your poison, I guess. Which one do you, that's a bad choice of words, but you gotta, pick your battles. Which ones do you want? Do you want, you want it to sound better when it unseals, or do you want it to, you just have to choose what you want. But they're both good. I still, if I see ball ones on sale, I'll grab them, but these are more reasonably priced, I think, where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in this water, hoping that I don't break any jars, because they have totally cooled off, y'all. So I really hate to put them in that hot water. I'm afraid they're going to bust. That water's hot. Oh, that water's hot. And these are not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it's going to set me back a little time, but I'm not doing it. I'm afraid I'm going to bust some jars. I'm going to let this water cool down. Then I'm going to put my jars in there, and then I'm going to bring it all up to temp. Okay, I don't know what else to do. I put them ice cold pickles in there, and then they cooled my jars down. My brine was hot, but it wasn't enough to, it still cooled my jars down. So we're just going to, I'll do that, and I won't keep you with me, and I'll go get some more stuff done, and then we'll do these. Okay, so I'll be back here in a minute. I'll see y'all in a minute. Don't go nowhere. All right, I went ahead and took some of the hot water out and put some cold water in there, so they just wasn't in shock, when I put them in there. And I went ahead and I put them in there. You want to make sure, y'all, that they're not touching the side of the thing if possible. Okay, push them out as far as you can without them touching. And then you don't want the jars to be touching, because when it gets to rocking and rolling in there, like I've told you before, it gets pretty crazy in there. You don't want them bouncing around on each other. It could break your jars. Okay? And there's already some vinegar in there from when I sterilized the jars. So I'm not going to put any more vinegar in the water. That keeps that sediment stuff off your jars, so they're nice and clean and pretty when they come out. All right, we're going to bring this to a boil. As soon as it comes to a full boil, I'm going to start the countdown. 15 minutes for quarts, 10 minutes for pints, 15 for quarts, okay? So I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, they're done. And I am about done too. Let's see what they look like. Water off of them. They look pretty good. They're looking pretty good. Now these are the Polish dill pickles. My battery's going dead, y'all. My battery is going dead. And my phone, and it's not dead in me yet, but I feel like it's getting there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I had some cucumbers left over. That's why I wanted to tell you. I had some cucumbers left over. These here, they're going to be good on the shelf for, you want to eat them, try to eat them within a year, because you want to roll your food over, like I've taught you in my pantry. You got to roll that stuff over. You just can't put it on the shelf and let it look pretty. You got to eat it. That's why you're doing it. That's why you're doing all this, to eat it. So, hold on, I'm going to put some jars in here. So, you want, try to eat it within a year. And, oh, that was hot. But they will last longer than that. They may not be as crispy, but they will last longer. Now I'm putting these in here because I'm fixing to make, I got my ball book out because I'm telling you, I had some cucumbers left and I'm not going to let them go to waste. They set in that lime, they're crispy. I'm not letting them go to waste. So I picked out this one. Now, I probably won't be eating them. They're bread and butter pickles, but somebody, one of my kids or one of the grandkids like them, and I'm going to make them. I could have did the kosher pickles or the dill. No, the dill pickles call for sugar, so do the kosher. They all do. See what I'm saying? So that's why I bought that other one, the Polish, because you don't have to add sugar to it. Let's see, I need to get this going here. Now this is my brine for these other ones. I don't know how many jars. I'm going to put 2 more in. I don't think it'll take no more than 2 more. I think I'll have enough then. I'm going to sterilize them for 10 minutes, right? So, let me get you down here. So the brine on these other ones I'm going to do, you had to take onions, slice them really thin, and then cut up your cucumbers into little, pieces, which I did, and I put salt all over them. They got to sit with ice on top of them in the refrigerator for an hour and a half. Then I'm gonna get them out and I'm gonna rinse them off. It just tells you step by step how to do this in your ball book. If you all don't have a ball book, go get one. I seen them at Rural King the other day and they weren't expensive at all. Go get you one. Mine's falling apart. So I've used it, so I use it every year. Anyway, so then we're gonna do those, and I'm gonna be done with pickles. That's all I've got done today. I was supposed to be making sweetbreads for the farmer market, but I haven't got that far. So, and we're going to get our wood stove tonight. Always something, always something. We had to order it. We ordered it, and then I don't know, it got dropped or something, and a pin come out of the door. I don't even know what happened really, but there was no pin in the door. There was missing a pin in the door or something. So they supposedly reordered it for us. It took us 10 days to get it the first time. Now it's only taken 2 or 3. So I'm a little confused, but they say it's there and we're going to go pick it up. So I'm running kind of slow right now. My ice machine keeps making ice. It's that little, I was going to show you. It's that little bullet ice. Let me take you over there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see that? I'm going to show you. I've been dumping it. Oop, stay in there. I've been dumping it in here. It's that little bullet ice. That's what it makes. Little bullet ice. And it's made a half of this bin since 12 o'clock. I've had this going since 12, and it's, what time is it? I don't even know. I think it's 2. I'm not even sure. And then you just empty out the little thing. You gotta, it tells you when to fill it with water. It tells you when the ice is full. You can do small bullets or large bullets. I did large. And I'm just saving it up here. This is a Frigidaire. I don't know. Listen. I was at Walmart earlier, and that's where I got it. I got it at Walmart. Whew. I think that can go down now. It was regular, like, don't quote me, regular 90 something. They had it on sale for 84. And I bought it because we're always needing ice, always. And we were going to go get the ice maker for that refrigerator. And we still may. I don't know. But I don't know how that, it's supposed to make 26, hold on. Yeah. It's supposed to make 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. That's like those great big bags at Walmart. That's like 1.5 of those, I think. So that's not too bad. I figure I can make my money out of it. Let's see, those bags are, how much are those bags? $4 or $5? I could probably make my money back in a day. Let's see. I don't know, 5. I don't know. I can't add it up. I can't think. But I figure I can make my money back on that little machine pretty quick. It's emptying out again. I think it's about every 10 to 15 minutes it dumps it out. So that ain't too bad. Whew. That brine is potent. Anyway, go get you some ball books if you don't have them. And I've got lots of canning videos. I've got lots to come. These are like the simplest things to make out of your garden. No, beans are the simplest thing probably. But these, if it wasn't for letting them be in the lime for 24 hours, they'd be the easiest probably. or close to it, like the beans. But, and if you don't have a garden, do what I always tell you. Go to the farmer's market. If you've got an Amish community close, or Amish store or Mennonite store, go to theirs. You know, or your neighbor. Maybe your neighbor has a garden, and maybe if you help them with it, they'll share. Or maybe they'll just share. I don't know. I don't know. So usually when we get done, well, we let the family have what they want, and if there's leftover, I start calling people. I start calling them and saying, hey, you want it? Come get it. I don't have time to pick it for you, but you're welcome to it. You know, I do not have time to go around. I wish I did. I wish I could just pick it for everybody and package it up for you and, you know, do all that for you, but I'm busy. I'm busy. I don't have time to do that. I wish I did. I really wish I did. But anyway, I'm fixing to have surgery. I did go see the doctor. Gallbladder's working 9%. Got to come out. So in a couple of weeks, I'm getting that taken out. So that's going to set me back a little bit. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. God's will be done with all of it. You know, whatever. Not going to stress over it. So I'm going to get off here, though, because Tim's on his way home, and I got to get some dinner done. And I love y'all, and Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next video.